So welcome you once again to the today's webinar. We are presenting today the product introduction, Prodocs and ProHold stands for the Project Document Management and Hold Management System. Today's products resides from the ProApps module, that is the Document Management and Hold Management System. So Prodocs ProHold is a system for electronic document lifecycle management, document indexing, tracking, processing, workflow approval automation, version control, and archiving. It is also displaying the dashboards and reports, document interface, and providing the security. It is also a system for drawing and document hold management, disciplines wise, history tracking, reasons maintaining, time taken for the removal of the holds, delay analysis, ready reckoner, and it will save overall time and cost of the projects with this efficient management through the ProHold system. So here I would like to give you the brief concept through this skeleton diagram. Like this system is capturing any type of documents such as the office tools or the media files or any the imaging files like the PDF or the DWG through any forms like emails, scanning machines, or from the internal our data drives. So once these documents are captured, it will be managed and stored within the application. Management will be done effectively with the metadata capturing provision. And once these folders are archived within the application, then it will become further very easy for the searching with our efficient search tools, basics to the advanced to the NLP levels tools. And further, these documents will be assigned to the workflows for the various level approval purposes. And the approved documents or any other non-approval requirement documents can be shared via emailing features or through the displaying into the report and dashboard formats, and can be accessed through any kind of machines like the computer, laptops, or the mobiles. So let us see what we are going to be see through the today's presentation. So here I am highlighting the key task summaries. First is like defining the projects, folders, files, and settings. A particular organization is maybe handling the multiple projects. So creating the project description with respect to the project requirement, defining the folder structure and uploading the files, providing the settings such as like the column settings, various workflow approval settings, notification settings, and miscellaneous settings. Then detailing the file with metadata and versions. So once we have the file with us, we can define the additional attributes like file discipline, unit number belonging to the file, originator, revision numbers, document numbers or document titles, schedule completion dates, defining the critical nature of the document, hold or unhold can be done over there, defining the categories, and also allocating the various tags which will be further used for the easy searching options. Then file editing and locking for the multi-editing. So once we receive the document, a user may need the requirement to edit the document to provide the comments. So here we are providing the option like file check-in and check-out. Prevention is ensured over here to edit the metadata and addition of new revisions, adding or editing the redlining comments until the file is unlocked or checked out. So other user will have the preventing notification that file is in editing mode. So another important is the workflow approval, and for that user management is essential. So creating the user, assignment to the projects or the groups and the workflows, and providing them the access control. File workflow and approvals. So workflow creation, both options are there like parallel and serial. Like in parallel, multiple people of the multiple discipline can be added, and in serial, it will flow into the straight vertical. Files assignment to the workflow, approval and rejection processes with the remarks. So sharing the files, share files to the individual or the groups or to the public with or without applying the expiration date. Send the reminders. Tracking and searching. So search the particular term such as the context or the file name, folder name, metadata within or across the folder. Search by file types and using date range. So these are the advanced options are there. OCR language support is available over there. And once everything is set up, we will be interested to view into the progress, that is through the dashboard and reports. So overall organization or individual project dashboard, separate visuals and reports for the progresses about the documents, uploads, approves, holds, work groups, scopes, and another visuals. So all these are managed into the dashboards and reports. So very quickly, I'll walk you through the concept. Like first is the defining projects, folders, files, and settings. So a particular organization may have the multiple number of projects. So every project will have its own folder structure. So like in this case, project one can be loaded with the file and folders like these. So these two are the common options like folders, create or upload the individual or bunch of the files. Apart from these two conventional input, one special input is taken care over here, that is the master files. So first is the document control index. It's also called as DCI. So document control index is like an engineering document where engineering companies are providing the index first and physical attachment copies of the drawings in the later stages in the form of the lots. So this DCI can also be uploaded over here through the file type called Excels. And once we received the attachments on the later days or through the lots, so these attachments can also be uploaded at the later moment. And intelligent association is taken care over here, that attachment file name will directly be associated with the document name available through this document control index. Another type of master file is the master delivery register called as a MDR. MDR is also again the similar nature of the DCI, but some additional attributes are taken care over here with respect to the specialization of the project or the discipline requirements. So third type of input is the PGold integrated applications such as ePMO, End-to-End Project Management Office, EPC ProMan, other modules of the Pro apps like Project Risk Management Safety, or the procurement management software. So all these other modules documents can also be managed through this ProDocs ProBuild system. So settings, very popular commonly, like all these settings are available, such as the defining the column settings as per the user requirements, providing the color codes to the each individual approval stage, such as checker, reviewer, and approver may have the different color codes, notification settings, and other miscellaneous settings. File metadata and versions. So a particular file will have the various data creation provision, and this further data will be further utilized for the screening purposes through the reports or through the search options. Now, what kind of data are there we are defining? Let's see, file name, description of the file, belong discipline, unit numbers, schedule completion date. So here we are providing the target dates for the approval completion purposes. And once approval is completing, then actual completion date can also be set. Defining here the nature of the criticality of the document, holding and unholding provision, defining the remarks of the hold, other remarks, which workflow group is need to be assigned to this particular document. For an example, piping group will take care of this particular document. Sharing of the files to the individual employee or to the group of people which are predefined into the system. Next is the audit trail and the version control. So audit trail on the workflow approval basis is monitored over here. Like stages are defined over here, usernames who has done the operation on this particular file for the workflow approval purposes are tracked over here. Revision details are managed over here. Old revisions to the higher revision, with all the revisions uploaded into the system will be managed over here. File editing and locking for multi-editing. So like these, if a particular file is taken into the editing mode for the commenting purpose or to updating the architecture, so this file is necessary to put into the check-in mode. And once it is checked in, like this color of flag will indicate, will apply to the file row, and this sign indicates to users that file is in checked in mode and in editing mode. So it will prevent the other users for accessing it, and so that multi-editing at the same location or at the same point, this kind of conflict will be prevented. So once successful check-in is done and editing is completed, the user will have to check out the particular file and the sign of the check-in will get disappear. Continuing this feature, so DCAD editor is the integrated module of the PGold. So this module is used to edit and modify the drawing files as well as to comment the drawings with redlining comments by the reviewers and approvers. So for example, this is the particular workshop floor drawing. Here, like this kind of clouds are updated and the notes are updated, like update the tag number or change the dimensions like this. So this is our annotation tool, redlining. So this tool is utilized for redlining the comments on the graphics of the 2D. Apart from this, we have the editing options for the 3D model file. So 3D model commenting, like to comment on any 3D model file with redlining comments by the reviewers and approvers. For example, in this case, this is the central tabletop, and here like we are adding the comments on the heights. So this is the original height from start point to the end point, and here we are further applying like the cloud to create the focus and defining the comment, what kind of action we need to be, the user need to be taken. So like this, we can also edit the 3D model comments. Next is the user management workflow and the approvals. So like here, both parallel and serial levels of the approval workflows are managed. So for an example, this is an organization A, and it has the 3 discipline verticals like mechanical, electrical, and instrumentation. And each 3 verticals have the 3 stages of the approval, like evaluation or the checking, reviewing, and the approving. So particular document may need to be flown from the single vertical, like from mechanical evaluator to the reviewer and to the approver. And some document types, for example, process flow diagrams or the P&IDs may also need to be reviewed by the other disciplines in the middle verticals. So like this, maybe the mechanical guy will evaluate the drawing and he will further flow for the reviewing done by the all mechanical, electrical, and instrumentation purposes. So this reviewing action will be will go into the court of other disciplines also. And then once review is done by all these 3 individuals, then it will go ahead for the upper vertical for the approving purposes. So like this on the right hand side, we can see the user database and workflow approval groups. So here like 3 examples are shown. In this way, we can define the individual workflows or the group of groups. Like 131, here the bottom one is the evaluator, middle 3 are the reviewers from the each individual discipline, and top 1 is the approver. So this relationship can also be defined for the 112 or the 111. So this is an example like how we are defining. So example here we have shown the individual group, and in this individual group, like piping ISO is my top group, and this piping ISO is containing this many employees, this many users. So I am assigning them to the workflow approval hierarchy and defining their percentages like 50, 80, and 100. So 50 is my evaluation, 80 is my review, and 100 is my approval. I can define here the color codes, what color codes I should apply, so that by visualization also any viewer will come to know what is the active stage of this particular file. So like this individual, we can also define here the groups like this. I have here the groups like piping, all disciplines, and piping. So piping group 1 have these 2 employees or more than 2 employees. All disciplines will have the employees belongings to the other disciplines as well. And my core group was the piping. That's why my approving guy is also from the piping. And here I can put the check boxes which user's response is mandatory. He must submit the response. And I can also keep the other users in the optional category. Like in piping G2, Sachin Yash is not checked. That means he is an optional approving user. File sharing. So like we have understood, each individual file can be shared once it is approved, or there could be some files where approval is really not necessary, but it is need to be shared for the other reason. So file share option can be employed over here. And sharing have a very natural typical interface. Like here we are defining the recipient's details, employee, if we need to send to the individual or to the group of the people. So all these groups and employees are available in the user database and group database. It will be fetched over here. We can control the nature of the operation for accessing this link, like preview, download, and edit only. So we can control here what recipient should take the action on this particular received link. Next, we can apply here the expiration date on a specific, after crossing the specific defined calendar date, this link will become the inaccessible. So subject matter is built automatically. It can also be edited further. Draft is built automatically, and it can also be predefined as per the necessity of the requirement, or the draft further can be edited with this document editor tools. So this is the file sharing option. Tracking and searching. So here basically there are three kinds of searches. Like first is the very basic search. Simply we can put here the search term, and any relevant content belonging to the specific opened grid or the specific open page will get filtered out and the result will pop up. Second is the advanced search. In advanced search, more number of the attributes are employed and controlled. Like here, for example, I am searching the term called phase 3, and I am providing here the another optional inputs, like phase 3 is supposed to be searched into the DHDT folder. From this drop down, all the unique folders available in the system will be available. So I have shown my interest to search the phase 3 term in DHDT folder. I can also apply here the date range. This date is the document created date, from what date and time to what date and time. If required, I can also apply here the file extension. Phase 3 is supposed to be searched only in the PDF nature file, or other files such as XLS, docx, or the PPT, or any unique file which is available in the system. Additional filter I can control over here, like phase 3 term supposed to be searched only if it is containing as a part of file name, or it is a part of folder name, or it is the content of any document, or it is a metadata or the tag, or I can apply here the all search everywhere. So this is basically the advanced search. And next is the natural language processing search, which is becoming popular in the today's era. So human voice can be provided, and then system will provide the recognition and display the results in the form of displaying grid, dashboards, or the reports. So this is the natural language processing search. Next is the pro hold, project hold, document hold. So whenever hold topic is coming into the discipline or into the project, various topics are started between the each individual stakeholders. Like what are the reasons for the hold? What is the hold category? Whether it is critical or not? What activities are going to be affected? Is there any targets decided for the removal? Any suggestions, advice to minimize the holds? And source of the hold could be like from the engineering or the procurement or construction or any from the other disciplines. So how to tackle this hold now? So ProHold is the application. It provides the facility to manage holds in the project and effectively addresses the holds based on the following. So what are we covering? Managing the hold documents, maintaining the hold registers, associating timelines on hold management, providing the alert and triggers to the respective stakeholders on missing the hold resolution milestones, relating teams, stakeholders against each hold point, analyzing the impact of each hold on project progresses, like mostly on the functional sides and the project planning sides. Then distribution of the map of holds list across the project disciplines and the functions, holds and hold resolution history sheet maintenance. So in very brief detail, like here, we are defining the standard value master data set for managing the hold. So these are the pre-master data set can be defined by the product administrator, like hold categories, critical holds, non-critical holds, or other categories suitable to the project requirements. Defining here the holder descriptions. So this list could be a very longer, and that's why it is provided into the form of master, so that every other user of every other department, he will not enter manually, and this whole control will be available with the admin. The manual entries will become the duplicacy, or the inappropriate entries may also get entered into the database. So hold and unhold detailing for the document. So once a particular file is kept on hold, here we can define the holder description, hold categories, define the reasons for the hold, what kind of activities are going to be affected, like the production activities, supply activities, transportation activities, and etc. Provide the intimation to the action taking groups, set the targets and actual date for the inputs and the response receivement, define the target and actual dates for the hold removal, updating the remarks on progressing basis, and provide the supporting attachments if any required. So this is the fundamental of Prodocs and ProHold system. Now let's see what we are getting into the output in the progress monitoring stage. So this is the dashboard. Like I said, this dashboard can be viewed for the individual project level or also for the all projects belonging to the organization. So what are the KPIs we are monitoring here? Total documents, approved documents, pending approval documents, approval nearing due in next 7 days, rejected documents, total hold documents, hold removal nearing due in next 7 days, documents nearing retention end next 15 days. And all of these KPIs are further more evaluated in the individual visual basis. Like here, we can see the uploaded documents. So on the calendar range basis, I can see the histogram numbers are telling me the total number of the documents uploaded into the system. And the curve is showing us the cumulative number. So as on today, like there are 248 documents uploaded. So similar to the uploaded reviewed documents, approval documents, rejected documents, hold documents. And here another important visual is to monitor the group progresses. So for example, here boiler area group is available. So we can see here how many files are pending for the reviewal and the approval purposes belongs to this boiler area group. And the pie chart is showing us the overall summary, like how many percentage documents are from the reviewed, pending and approval stage. In reports, so all these individual KPIs are providing us the detailed document details in the form of reports, like uploaded documents, reviewed documents, approved documents, rejected, hold documents, pending for approval documents, approval schedule completion date. So here also we can put the date range from what date to what date. Our interest is to see the approved document and actual completion document. Further, apart from these KPI filters, further this grid can also be filtered for the number of the projects. Like here, I can see 10 projects are loaded belonging to the organization. So very quickly, I'm covering the highlights, what we have seen so far. Prodocs and ProHold is the document management and hold management system. It is taking care of the metadata belonging to the file for the easy searching options and reporting screening options, document storing, archiving and retrieval, version control, providing the workflow approval with respect to the individual and groups, tracking and searching, basic, advanced and NLP, sharing the files, and hold management. So as an organization, as in software developers, we understand that every business has its own specific requirements that need to be taken in consideration. And for that reason, this system provides a certain level of customization. Key significance what we have, what are the highlights? So document index, this is the special type of input we have seen. It is apart from the normal inputs like file and folder is available. So engineering groups, isometric drawing, transmittal management, and other special type of document management becomes very easy. Document hold management in detail level is available over here, and it makes the impact on the two key things. First is the hold impact. Due to the lack of system in the mostly in the today's industry, it is a practice to write down the hold information on papers and diaries. Hence, hold becomes very difficult to manage properly, and as a result, the key work gets suffers. Another impact, crucial impact, is the delaying in the project activities. There is no history of holds in any project, and that's why the impact on delay of the project is not getting addressed into the closeout of the project. And as a result, there is no learning on this, and the suffering continues to the next projects as well. We are providing the integration with the other P-Gold progress monitoring tools and the management software tools, and other in-house organization tools can also be considered based on the requirements for the integration purpose. This application can be customized